Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we'll be talking about something that is very important, and that is mental health. Now, we know that mental health is a very vital part of our well being, and a lot of people do struggle in silence. But today, I'm quite privileged because I am here with Sharon, who is a mental health survivor, and she is going to share her journey with us. Hi, Sharon. How are you?
Fine, how are you, Faith?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, great to have you here.
Thank you.
Sure. So let's begin by maybe could you share with us a little bit about yourself and who you are?
Okay. My name's Sharon Mwale. I'm a crafter. I design and make jewelry using African fabric. I'm a mental health activist, a trauma survivor. So I developed passion for mental health after I experienced a series of traumatic events which triggered my condition, which is PTSD. PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorder.
It's good you explained that because I didn't know what it was. So it's good to actually explain that. Now, going right into the discussion, we're just having this conversation, yeah? So we just want to know how the journey has been, how it all started, and uh, through it, and how you managed to come out of it.
Well, it hasn't been an easy journey. So I've been experiencing this for 3 years now, actually 3 years plus.
Oh.
It started in 2022. So looking at our in the community, mental health, there's a lot of stigma that surrounds mental health and a lot of misconception. Usually when we talk about mental health, I will not exclude myself. When we talk about mental health, a lot of people think it's those people that we see in the streets, and that's what I thought as well. But I did not know that there is more to it. So until after I struggled with PTSD, which was even very difficult to pick, because the first time I ever had these, first of all, they started with psychological symptoms, then manifested into the physical symptoms. So when this started, I had a full-blown panic attack. So the symptoms that I got the first time that I ever felt this was my heart was racing. I was actually in the hospital, and it went up to about 187 beats per minute. So I felt dizzy, and then I got headache, and then I just started feeling like I was dying. So there was that feeling. I just felt like something bad was going to happen to me, and then I just became numb. So the next thing I had my parents, my late husband then was also crying. So I thought I had died in that moment. So I just became numb. I was able to hear what was happening, but I couldn't respond. So then doctors came and they put machines all over me, and I woke up again. I don't know what happened, but anyway, it's a panic attack for me. Just after I did my research, that was a full-blown panic attack. So one of the doctors thought that it was meningitis. I don't know how. And then they talked about spinal taps. So, when we talk about lumbar punctures, there's this misconception that when somebody does a lumbar puncture, then they die. So for me, I did 5 of them, 5 lumbar punctures. And what they were trying to find was the same problem that was causing those things I was feeling. And then everything, they did all blood work, CT scans, and x-rays, everything was just normal. So I did not understand what was going on with me. And then after that, because those things are also traumatic. And then the next thing, I dissociated. So this is a feeling, other people call it derealization. So when I'm in that moment, I feel like the world around me is not real. So I dissociated, and then this became permanent. So it's 24/7 for me. But when I'm experiencing a panic attack, it's more on the severe side. Yeah.
So when you were admitted, was that the only time that you got admitted into hospital, or it happened again sometime after that?
I actually had several hospital visits because of the same. So not until I did my research and I came across panic attacks. So surprisingly, the doctors where I was at the facility that I was were not able to pick this. So when I did my own research, I came across the panic attacks and I rushed to Chainama. And when I explained what happened to me, it's a lot of things that happens to me. So I just explained to the doctor there what happens to me. And then I was told that I've got PTSD. And then it all made sense because of the things that were happening to me. And that was the first time I ever heard of PTSD.
So how, because when when you're having such experiences, how was the support around you? Like family, friends, did you have people around? Do they understand you?
It's very difficult for people to understand. Even when even now, when I tell them what I'm experiencing, they think, okay, maybe I'm seeking attention or I'm just being dramatic. Others will say being dramatic. So the thing is not easy for people to pick it. Even on my own, like if somebody came to me, if they explained these conditions to me, I don't think I would get it because it's something that is just hard to, like,
To
you can't
understand.
understand.
Yeah.
Yes. So it only takes somebody that has been there, somebody that has experienced it before, somebody that is experiencing it to fully understand what happens when we talk about these mental health conditions.
Yeah. Yeah. So it actually takes a lot of people who have actually experienced it to be of help, because it's hard to understand if you have not experienced something. Yeah.
Yes, it's very hard to understand.
Okay. So well, we've got, I think, a lot of young people out there, and not just young people, but also adults that may be experiencing a similar condition to yours and just other mental health conditions. So, what do you have to say to them to encourage them to keep them going and to try and open up and just try to talk about these things?
So one thing that people should understand is that mental health is health. It's just the same as physical health. So I don't even understand why it's not even taken seriously. It's overlooked. So it's just as important as physical health. And people should understand that mental health and physical health are deeply intertwined. So, and then it can affect anyone. There's no discrimination. It doesn't care if you're young, you're old, you're a man, you're a woman. Doesn't look at religion. So anyone can experience a mental breakdown. And that's one thing that people should understand. So if you are experiencing something, because these conditions start from somewhere, though I hear other people, it's like, is it biological factors? But with this one, it just started after experiencing trauma. It started as a result of trauma. So people should not be afraid to seek help. Of course, when you look at the stigma, um, it's sometimes it's difficult for people to open up because of the stigma surrounding mental health, or even just visiting a facility like Chainama when somebody has a mental breakdown. People are they're afraid to go there. I don't know if it's because of the name itself, Chainama. They think, okay, kuja kupeska cheba ntuofunta. Actually, let me disclose. I'm a psychiatric patient there. I do go to Chainama. And then I go there because I need help. Like, so people should not be afraid to ask for help, because I feel like and then they start up little by little. If you like keep them going on for a very long time, I think it becomes something serious, just like a physical illness. If you think, okay, I send to hospital, no, because it's not bad, then what happens to you? It becomes a big thing. So it's just the same with the mental health.
And now to those that are around those people, because sometimes it's like, no, this person just wants attention and all that. They don't take it seriously. So what do you have to say to them?
So that goes for caregivers, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so caregivers, and I always talk about caregivers. And if you have a patient, a psychiatric patient in your home or anywhere, please take care of them and show them love. It's not easy going through these things, and mental health conditions have got psychological symptoms, or not psychological, yeah, okay, yeah, it's psychological, yeah, but they also have physical symptoms, like I explained. So sometimes these symptoms can be crippling. Sometimes it's very difficult for somebody to even complete or maybe even do daily activities. It can even be house chores, even things like bathing. It takes a lot. So sometimes even bathing can be an achievement. So for caregivers, it's very important for them to understand and care for those people that are experiencing these conditions, because if we don't feel loved, then it's really discouraging. So yeah, just show them love and let them know that they're not alone, and of course encourage them to see the doctor, despite, yeah, okay, the whole thing of, if you go suffering with these conditions, and so on, but it's always important to ask for help. Yeah.
No, thank you so much, Sharon, for sharing that story with us today. I hope people have learned one or two things, and they have learned to. They're going to open up some
I pray
point.
so. I pray that they open
Yeah,
up.
because it's important.
It's not easy dealing with this alone. You can't deal with this alone. You always need somebody to be there for you, because the symptoms can be debilitating. It does really take a lot. Even for myself, I can't say that I have completely healed. This is something that I've just learned to live with. So sometimes I've got good days and bad days. So when I feel bad, yeah, I do. I take rest. But when I'm okay, then life must go on. Yeah, life goes on.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So thank you again for
You're
accepting
welcome.
to share your story with all of us.
You're welcome.
Sure. And there you have it. Thank you so much again for tuning in. I hope stories like this encourage you, if you're going through something, to be able to open up. And so thank you for being part of this journey, and we'll see you again next time.